So this is my first experience on public transport in my wheelchair. To be honest, I was quite nervous, and luckily we have a friend who is an experienced wheelchair traveller who just advised us to book everything in advance. So after our tickets were booked, we phoned up the assistants and they met us at the train station, and when we arrived in Euston there was another chap there to help us off the train. It was really smooth and there was nothing to worry about really. When we got into London, here's me waffling about getting a double-decker bus. We decided taxi or bus, and we thought, why not, let's go for a bus. We heard they're accessible, and this electric ramp comes out the side, and it's quite easy to wheel in. And to be honest, you get a really good view of London as you're going around. Most of the paths were quite wide and accessible, and our hotel had a lift to get us through. The only issue really with the accessibility of this hotel we were staying in is this strange pillar that kind of blocked access to the door where our accessible room was. So after a few scrapes, I managed to get through, and you know what, it was fine. On our second day, we walked or wheeled to the London Eye, going past Big Ben. The paths were accessible. There were a few like pavement closures as there was a few protests. But once you weaved in and out of a few people, it was fine, and actually quite enjoyable being in the big city. Here I am arriving at the London Eye. We had booked tickets in advance. I had an accessible ticket which gave my carer a free ticket. It was a beautiful day. We had great memories wearing the new MND Association merchandise, making every day matter. It really was one of the clearest days for creating memories. To get back to the train station, we decided to take a taxi, and once I got my head in there and up the automatic ramp, we were off and ready to go. You don't get strapped in these black cabs, but they go quite slow in London, and there was a great skyline view because we had a glass roof. So would I take public transport again? 100%. But I don't think I would do it without Reen as my wonderful carer, as there are too many things that just make it a little bit tricky to do it independently when you're living with motor neuron disease.